Hey everyone, welcome back to another weeknight dinner with the Need Feed.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm tired of trying, tired of knocking on your door. Said I'm tired of trying, tired of knocking on your door. But I can't.
Today I wanted to show you a hearty one-pot stew. It's really great now that it's getting cold outside. It's a tender braised lamb stew with potatoes, carrots, some fresh herbs, and Guinness. Check down below in the description for the recipe to the lamb stew. First, we'll start off by preparing the bacon and the lamb. I have 6 ounces of thick cut smoked bacon. It gives the stew a really great smoky flavor. Here, I'm cutting the bacon into 1/2-inch pieces. And then I'll cut up the lamb. I have 2 pounds of lamb shoulder here, but you could also use lamb leg. I like using American lamb as opposed to New Zealand or Australian. American lamb is grass-fed and grain-finished, which gives it a lot more marbling and flavor. Next, I'll simply remove the meat off the bone and set the bone aside. I'll use the bones later and add them to the stew. Finally, I'll cut up the shoulder into about 1-inch cubes, slicing the meat across the grain. Season the lamb with salt and pepper, and mix it up, and then liberally season it again. Now, I'm going to coat the lamb with 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, mixing it around so the lamb is coated evenly. Next, we'll cook the stew. I'm using a large cast iron pot. I really love using cast iron because it heats so evenly and it gives it a great seasoning. If you don't have a cast iron, that's okay. Any large pot will do. Over medium heat, add enough vegetable oil to coat the bottom of the pan. First, we'll start by rendering off all the bacon. Once the oil gets hot, I'm going to add the chopped up bacon. Cook the bacon until it browns and all the fat is rendered, and then remove it from the pan and set it aside. Next, we'll sear the lamb in all that beautiful bacon fat. Add the pieces slowly, one by one. I'm going to do it in 2 different batches so we don't crowd the pan and we get a nice sear. Once both sides are nice and brown, pull it out of the pan and set it on the side. Repeat the process with the second batch. I've added more vegetable oil to the pan, and now I'm going to sear off 6 ounces of sliced mushrooms. After about 2 to 3 minutes, when they have some nice color, season them with salt and pepper. Add 1 medium diced onion and cook that down until the onion is translucent. Next, I'm adding large cut carrots and celery and cooking that down for about 3 to 4 minutes. Then I'll add 2 tablespoons of minced garlic and cook that down until it's fragrant. Finally, add 3 ounces of tomato paste and cook that for 3 to 4 minutes until all the vegetables are coated with it. I'm seasoning with salt and pepper throughout the whole cooking process. Once the vegetables have cooked down, I'll add the Guinness. Let that simmer for about 3 to 4 minutes. I'll also add fresh oregano and baby potatoes. Let that simmer for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then add the beef stock. I'll also add the lamb bones back to the stew to impart some really nice flavor. Cover the stew and bring it up to a simmer. And finally, add the lamb and bacon back to the pot and bring it back up to a simmer. Finally, I'll remove it from the stove and put it in the oven at 325 degrees for about an hour and a half. And there you have it. This is what it looks like when it came out of the oven. The lamb stew is really delicious. It's really hearty and the lamb just falls apart. I really hope you enjoy this stew. Me and my girlfriend sure did. Be sure to tune in next week. I'll have an all-new weeknight dinner recipe. Don't forget to subscribe for all the latest tricks, tips, and recipes.